Hi YouTubers and wood shavers everywhere, it's Mark with GeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another video, and this time around it's a morning shave. I'm going to mix and match some items from my shaving gear here. Maybe some things you've seen before but not too frequently, other things you probably haven't seen at all. So let's get right to it. The first thing I'm going to use this morning is the Vikings Blade Sandalwood and Cedar Shaving Cream. I really like this stuff a lot. I've been using a lot of tallow-based soaps lately, Tabak and the Fine American Blend. They're very nice. I like them a lot. This goes on light and frothy, super slick. I really like this, having it in my rotation. Like it a lot, and it's got a really nice fresh scent to it as well. For my lathering bowl, this is something really neat. This is a Christmas gift I got from my nephew Tom. It came from 78th Street Studios, locally here in Cleveland, Ohio. An artist named Kradlak made this. It's a ceramic bowl, shaving bowl. See, it's got the little swirl in there to help build the lather. It's got this neat tire tread design here. Gives me a really, really firm grip. And I'm going to need that too because the sandalwood and cedar is really, really very, very super slick. So if you get it on your hands, things could slip out unless you have good gripping, good knurling, that sort of thing. Good knurling on the shaving handle, that sort of thing. So that's the shaving bowl I'm going to use. I'm also going to use my Art of Shaving Badger brush. I may not have used this before, but I've had this in my shaving gear. And this is, I would say this is their introductory priced Badger brush. I bought this about a year and a half ago. I was going through a local mall, and there was an Art of Shaving store there. I went in, I looked around, and I decided to try this. It is priced high. Their stuff is really priced very high, but they market things that they claim are very good, high quality. It has been a very good brush. It has a really terrific, solid plastic base. The brush and the bristles have been set in there very well. I haven't lost any hairs that I can think of. If I have, I can't recall. But it really is a very well-performing Badger brush. But again, it is priced on the high end, and there are a lot of Badger brushes out there that are priced lower that perform just as well. I guess it's all in what you want, but we're going to use this brush this morning. I'm also going to use my Vikings Blade Vulcan long-handled twist-to-open safety razor. Yeah. Love this razor a lot. Got great heft, nice balance. It's got that long handle. It's got that great razor head. This is right in the sweet spot. Not too mild, not too aggressive. Gives a really, really nice shave. So let's open that up so that we can get ready for the blade. And the blade I'm going to use this morning is Dorco Prime. The Dorco Prime, these are platinum coated blades. And this is a step up above their regular blade. You may have seen me use before in the past. These are kind of their bargain blade. This is a little more refined, higher end blade from them. At least that's the impression that I get, especially since they call it Dorco Prime. The thing about Dorco is, if you subscribe to their newsletter on their website or their Twitter feed, you'll always be alerted as to whether they have sales and specials and that sort of thing. On Amazon, 100 of these blades is about $12. Through the Dorco's website, they're a little over $9. I also got an alert that they were on sale for 40% off after Christmas. And when you add the shipping, take your 40%, add in the shipping, $7.50 for 100 of these. And I was really impressed by that. These are a nice blade. They're very thin. They are sharp. They tend to be a little sharp on the mild side. I can't tell you how many shaves they're good for. You go up to read reviews. People use them 2 or 3 times and say that they dull out. Other people say that they use them 4, 5, 6 times and get great shaves from them. I really don't know because I tend to use a blade 2 or 3 times and then toss them and go for a brand new blade. They're inexpensive. It's just me. I like to treat myself to a new blade as often as possible. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up my shaving bowl. I like to put some hot water in there get it heated up a little bit so I have somewhat of a warm lather on my face. So we're going to do that right now. And I'm going to check the temperature in the sink. It's fine. I'm going to take my brush. I'm going to soak it a little bit. All right. Give me a few minutes. I'll be right back and we'll continue with this. Okay, the brush has been soaking long enough. I've got the water in my shaving bowl still warming up a little bit. You know what? Let's go ahead and put my my blade in my razor, and that's always very easy to do because you can see this is the Dorco Prime blade. Let me see that? Dorco Prime blade. Twist it open, just drop it in, close it, and you're good to go. That's great. It's absolutely great. Let me wet my face a little bit and we'll get right to it. I'm going to dump the water out of my shaving bowl here. It's heated up nicely. I'm going to open up some of this shaving cream. I'm going to use about that much right there. Yeah, maybe just a little more. I'll err on the side of caution there. I'm going to just put that in there like that. Get that in there. That's nice. Now the brush, I'm going to wring out just a little bit. I'm going to put that excess on the bristles there a little bit, get it off my finger. And we're going to go ahead and build a lather. This will lather up very quickly. Very, very quickly. Trick is to kind of dial in the correct ratio of soap and water for this. And again, it's going to be light and frothy on your skin, but look how that's starting to lather up immediately. And you're going to get a lot of bubbles, what would describe as breakdown, but that's okay because that's the slickness quality to the shaving cream. It does go on light and frothy, but I really like this stuff a lot because it gives me a really close shave. Okay, so that's done. This is what you're looking at right here. That's done. Okay, so got some water on my face. Let's get to it. I've got a good beard growth here too, as a matter of fact. Oh, that's very nice. And this is a nice brush, I have to admit. It's a nice brush. And I do have a little bit of that warmth that's been retained from the shaving bowl. So that's nice to know. That's nice to have too. And you can see how light and frothy it is. It's not going to be thick and creamy and dense like the tallow-based soaps. But it is going to give you a lot of slickness and a lot of protection. Especially with the Dorco Prime blade, which is somewhat sharp. It is on the sharp side. But it's also very smooth too. So we're going to go ahead and heat up my razor. Both sides. Swirl it in the water, get it up to temperature. Okay, here we go. 30 degrees, a light touch. Let the razor do all the work, gentlemen. Just cuts right through it. No tugging, no pulling. Very nice. I tend not to stretch my skin with my opposing hand too much. I find that it stretches it too much. Just stretching with my own facial muscles. That's enough. Nice combination, the Dorco blade and the Vulcan razor. Very nice combination. Nice and smooth. Okay, one pass down, let's rinse. It's a nice first pass, very nice. And like a lot of first passes, it's not going to knock everything down, obviously, but the second pass is usually the money pass. What happens here is because I have some, I've rinsed off my face, I have some extra water here. I also have some residual slickness from the cream. This second pass tends to be even better than the first because you're using that residual slickness and that little extra water. And the slickness really kicks in now. And the second pass usually is much better than the first pass. And you can see it's going on even nicer, a little more evenly. Yeah, I really like this shaving cream a lot. It really is a great change from the other stuff. Very, very nice. Okay, so this pass, we're going to go east to west across the grain. Can really get a lot of audio feedback hearing it knock down the whisker. Remember, all you need is a light touch. Don't press. Let the razor do the work. Let the cream do the work. Let the blade do the work. I think a lot of guys run into problems with nicks and cuts and irritation because they're actually pressing too hard. They're not letting the razor do the work. That's why you want to get a razor like the Vulcan or the Chieftain that has a little more heft and weight to it so that the weight of the razor helps you with the shave. It does the work for you. All right, pass number 2 done. Let's rinse. Very nice. If I wanted to, I'm ready for the office. I mean, that is really a nice close shave. Really very nice. This second pass is like a lot of other shaves, third pass for me. With some really mild razors. This is really nice. Very, very nice. But we're going to do a third pass because, well, hey, we can. I got a lot of extra lather here, so I'm going to get that third pass done. And I enjoy third pass. I really do. I like the razor action going against the grain. I especially like the third pass with this Vulcan razor. There's something about that handle and just going from south to north, going against the grain. I don't know what it is. It just feels neat. Just a classic razor sweeping movement that you see in Hollywood and television. Maybe that's it. I don't know. This brush has been doing a very nice job, I have to admit. Very nice. Again, they tend to be very expensive on the higher end. You could probably find brushes that perform just as well, but, well, I don't know. Maybe it's just like having a nameplate, like Mercedes or Cadillac, that sort of thing. Who knows? All right. Rinse my hands off a little bit because it does get slick, which is why I'm glad I'm using the Vulcan, because that deep knurling right there really helps me get hold of the razor, because this really is very, very slick shaving cream. So we're going to go against the grain now, south to north. Again, a light touch. That's all you need. Light touch. Does a really nice job cleaning it up. I go against the grain, I tend to lighten up even a little more. Very nice. I'm going to put just a little bit here, like that. A little bit there, like that. Just get that. Just do a little buffing there, because that's always an area that I sometimes miss when I'm talking on camera. Very nice. Okay, let's rinse. Wow, that's really, that's always a close shave for me. Really, really very nice. I mean, really terrific. I'm going to drain my sink. I'm going to do my final rinses now. From the tap, warm and cold. And speaking of cold, man, is it cold. It's only going to be 9 degrees as a high today. Wow. Okay, so we're going to do a warm water rinse. Yeah, I know you're thinking I did a lot of rinsing there. I did, because the slickness really is retained on your skin from pass to pass. Just a quick rinse isn't going to get rid of all of it. So that final rinse, I really have to remove that slickness. It really does stay with you throughout the shave, which is why that second pass is always better than the first pass. You have that little residual slickness left over, as you do on the third pass. Okay, cold water rinse, and the water is probably going to be very cold coming out of the pipes this morning. Oh! Wow, that's cold water. Wow. All right, got a fresh towel here waiting for me. Wow, very nice. Oh, boy, that's nice. Remember, you just want to pat your face dry. You don't want to rub it, just pat it. Just pat dry. Boy, that's a nice shave. Very, very nice. All right. Oh, boy, it feels so nice to get a nice shave like that. All right, so for my aftershave, I'm going to be using the Viking's Blade Forest Frost aftershave balm, sandalwood and western red cedar. Goes with the hey, what's going on here? Get my cap off. Hey, come on, cap. There it is. It goes with the scent of the shaving cream. It's also has a little bit of alcohol in there. Take care of the micro abrasions, but not a lot. That's my understanding. But it also has some moisturizers, and it is a shaving balm. And with how cold it's been lately here in Northeast Ohio, I don't want my skin to dry out, so I need the moisturizing. So this is perfect right now for this kind of weather. Oh, very nice. Very nice. I'm going to use just a little bit here. Go upstairs, take care of the head. I did shave my head before I did this shave on camera, so I want a little bit of moisturizer up there. And maybe just one more squirt here. Trying to get the neck. Great shave. Really, really nice. Sometimes it's a lot of fun to mix things up and kind of mix and match things that you wouldn't ordinarily think pair up really well. But I found that the Vulcan razor and the Dorco Prime razor blades, really nice combination for me. And it was terrific to use the shaving bowl here with the Art of Shaving brush and the sandalwood and cedar shaving cream. This again is one of my favorites. I really do enjoy using it. It's, again, super slick. It's light and frothy, gives you a really nice close shave. You can get 2 passes and go off to the office if you're pressed for time. So it does save you a little bit of time. It lathers up very, very quickly, as you saw, and really has become one of my favorites. They also make another scent called Black Ocean, which has a nice, fresh scent to it. But again, it's a different approach to shaving. It's not the thick, dense, tallow-based shaving creams that you might be using. Completely different approach, but still one you might want to try. It definitely is in my wheelhouse and something that I have in my rotation. I like it a lot. All right, hey, that's it. Thanks very, very much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Comment below, let me know. Check out my blog, georgetoon.com/blog for my comic strip George. Other cartoons, other videos like this, please subscribe, and I'll see you again real soon.